Hey YouTube, Shulka04 here. Hey, do me a favor, first off, subscribe to my channel, leave comments if you want, I'll answer them as I can. But today I'm going to talk about self-security while boondock camping. And to give you an idea as far as how we got to where we are, we had to come down a road uh, that was like that, but 17 miles long, and then that came off of another road that wasn't really paved. I guess it was packed gravel, or packed seashells or something. But as I said in my other video, we're about 37 miles from the closest town, which means if you need help, you got to go back and get it. Now, that raises the question of security and protection and things of that nature, because although it didn't happen here, we were in a similar situation where we were camping basically there, and at about 1 o'clock in the morning, and obviously this isn't the exact same location, but you see that road over there? At about 1 o'clock in the morning at this other location, a vehicle came through and parked over there and hung out they built a bonfire, hung out for about 30 minutes, and then left with the bonfire going. And so that raised our concern and our alert posture. The other thing that we had a couple of times happen while we were boondock camping, as you can see, this road is basically a loop that goes somewhere else. And I guess particularly on Friday and Saturday nights, these are the areas where the kids from town like to come out and do their drinking and drugs and bonfires and what have you. So we had, in the past, had strange or creepy traffic come and drive by us. Now, what do I do about it, or what do I recommend doing about it? First off, let's talk about RV positioning. As you can see, the RV's facing out, and I had to turn around to do that. But the idea is, if you gotta leave, you're gonna leave. You're gonna leave right then, you don't have to back up. The only concern might be if somebody were to park in front of us here, but then I maybe could do a K-turn and get out. The other thing about doing this is the bicycles, or the picnic benches, or the camp stools, or whatever. Always put them away. Always be ready to leave at a moment's notice. Don't have stuff all spread out, because if you do run into a situation where you wish you could leave, then you should be able to leave and not have to worry about the crap that you just left behind. Now let's go look at the hood and what I recommend, or at least what my order of escalation is. First thing, when I go out in the woods, I like to wear an orange hat. That way there's no mystery that I'm walking around, or I'm not going to creep up on anybody per se. The next thing is keys. If there's a situation that you're not comfortable with, the first thing you do is get in the car and drive away. You don't get out and confront anybody. If you can go to get help, get help. If by chance you get parked in or something, or you get stuck or run into some sort of problem like that, your next level of protection is your cell phone. Call for help. That's why 911 is there. The issue may be knowing where you are. And there have been some situations where we have had nothing but the 8-digit Greek coordinates to describe where we were, and I'm not sure that the person on the other end of the phone would have been able to have understood that. So try to figure out where you are before you set up camp, at least so you can convey that to somebody over the phone. And then the third, or I guess your final fallback, is self-protection. Now, I don't often escalate up to self-protection, because usually we've got cell phone reception, but we don't have any cell phone reception here. We haven't had it for the last, probably 5 or 10 miles. So in that case, with nobody around and nobody else to fall back on, we've got the pistol out, and if you're gonna have it, you should have it on you. Otherwise, leave it at home. So those are my thoughts on how to be safe while boondock camping. Obviously, the higher you escalate up from left to right, the more of a hardship and hassle and liability you're going to have later on in life, because if you wind up using the pistol, you're going to have a world of explanation and legality and lawyers and all sorts of crap. Use the phone when possible, but by damn sure use the keys and get the hell out of Dodge first and foremost. And finally, like I said, use something bright so that you don't wind up sneaking up on somebody and having them shoot you thinking that you're an intruder or a threat. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them. Otherwise, please subscribe to my channel, and we'll talk to you then. Oh, and by the way, I know the pistol's unloaded and doesn't have a magazine in the well, so I don't want to hear any flack about it. All right, Shelka 04 out. Thanks.